So here's what happened. You can't make this stuff up. A plastic surgeon in the Tampa Bay area is charged with first-degree premeditated murder against the opposing attorney in the lawsuit where the plastic surgeon was representing himself. I'm about to tell you that we have so far are something out of an episode of Dexter. The plastic surgeon's name is Dr. Thomas Kosowski, who I'm going to refer to as this point forward as the defendant. The victim was an attorney who practiced insurance defense. His name was Stephen Cozy, and to keep things as easy as possible to follow, I'm going to refer to him as the victim moving forward. Here are the facts of the case that we know so far from the arrest warrant. The defendant was suing a company that he worked for 5 years earlier, where he was employed to do breast implants. The allegation is that that company had issues with the billing, and as a result of that, he got negative reviews personally, which affected his ability to get new clients and do breast implants moving forward. The company that was being sued was represented by the victim. This case has been ongoing for years. At one point, the defendant had an attorney that was suing the clinic, but at some point, that attorney was taken off the case, and the defendant was representing himself in the ongoing lawsuit. On Tuesday, March 21st, 2023, at the victim's law office, the victim went missing. What the police know so far is that the victim arrived at his work just like a normal day, had his cell phone, wallet, and keys on his desk, and he had an email open that he was right in the middle of writing. At some point, he got up to use the restroom. His phone was still streaming music when his law partner went in to ask him a question, noticed he was missing. After some time, he went back into his office and noticed that his personal items were still there, the email was still open, had not been completed, and the music was still playing. So he went looking for his partner. He noticed that the car obviously was still there, the keys were on the desk. He went in the bathroom to look for him, and he found a little bit of blood on a stall wall, underneath the toilet, and on the floor in the bathroom. Now, this building is a shared space that has one public entrance, and then it has some secure private entrances in the back for the tenants. Because of the suspicious circumstances, the law partner called the police. When the police arrived, they looked and they saw that there was one surveillance camera focusing on a single entrance at the front of the building. So they went back and they looked, and this is what they found. They saw a gray Toyota Tacoma arrive at the office building at 8:32 a.m. Approximately 2 minutes after the truck pulls in, they see an unidentified white male wearing gloves, carrying a box, and has a backpack on, enter the building through the front main lobby doors. 3 minutes after that, the victim arrives wearing a red sweater. Fast forward to 10:22 a.m., a similar white male with the same build is seen exiting the main lobby doors. He has a change of clothes on. However, he's wearing the same backpack, and now he is pulling behind him a large cart that he seems to be struggling with, as if it had some weight in it. And on top of the cart, there is a red blanket or something unidentified red covering the cart as he's pulling it behind him to the same Toyota Tundra. Now, here's where it starts to get just absolutely bonkers. At 10:30 a.m., the defendant and the victim had a telephonic court hearing on their case. That means that they were both supposed to appear over the phone on a phone call with a judge to talk about the status of the case. That means 8 minutes after the killer was seen exiting the lobby with the victim, he had a court hearing. You know what he does? He does the court hearing from his Toyota Tundra with the opposing attorney in the cart next to his truck. It's unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This cannot be made up. He actually logs into that hearing 2 minutes early at 10:28, and he's on that hearing until 11:04 a.m. The victim obviously never shows up, so they reschedule the court hearing. Then 1 minute later at 11:05, he gets out of that Toyota Tundra and he repositions the cart with the victim's body in it. And this is all seen on camera. We don't have a copy of this video yet, but once we do, I'll update the video or make additional videos to update the evidence. Then you can tell that that cart clearly has something heavy in it because he struggles putting it in the back of the Toyota Tundra truck bed. Now, the police reviewed all the surveillance and they never saw the victim leave the building. Forensics got to the scene of the crime and they did analysis of the bathroom, and they found that there was a large amount of blood that had been cleaned up and they were able to test it that it was blood, and they smelled a strong smell of cleaning products. Clearly, the cleaning products were used to try to clean the crime scene of any evidence that there was a crime committed there. They also found white fibers in the bathroom that matched the defendant's truck. And they also found the defendant's left index fingerprint in a break room that is not usually accessed by the public. They were able to track the truck back to the defendant's home. At one point, it was seen by what's called a flock camera. A flock camera is a camera that's elevated, and it records video and pictures and sends it through cellular service. They're able to see that cart in the back of the truck bed with the red blanket or sweater on top of it, and they were able to see what appeared to them to be a human body in the cart. Then the truck arrived at the defendant's home at approximately 11:58 a.m. On March 23rd, 2023, the police obtained a search warrant and they searched the defendant's home. They found that Toyota truck in the garage. Further testing, they found blood in the truck bed, in the driver's side seat, on the floorboard of the driver's side, and on the headrest of the driver's side, as well as blood on the floor just right outside of the truck. This Toyota was purchased by the defendant in October of 2022. He did not register the vehicle, and he did not record the title of the truck with the state of Florida. However, the person that sold him the truck did, and that's how they were able to verify that he was the person that purchased it. The same day of the murder, the defendant is seen getting in a red Toyota Camry and leaving his house at approximately 4:58 p.m. and heading south to Miami. They were able to track his location through automatic tag readers that they have throughout the interstate system. On March 25th, 2023, the defendant was stopped by the sheriff's department in Pinellas County and was arrested. During the search of his car, they found a ballistics vest in his trunk that had red fibers on it and a large amount of blood in the car. Additionally, they found a bag with duct tape, masks, brass knuckles, and tasers in it. They also found medicines that were sedatives, including one that was a paralyzing agent, and they found the needles also. As I said, the facts of this case so far are absolutely unbelievable. This is bonkers. This case is crazy. This is going to be a case that I'm going to follow very closely. It's a first-degree murder case, premeditated murder in Florida. I could definitely see the state of Florida seeking the death penalty based on these preliminary facts that they've released to the public. They have not found a body yet. I don't know that they ever will. However, they can still prove first-degree murder based on what they call circumstantial evidence. They never saw the victim leave the place. They did see him enter. And then all of the other facts, those are facts, they call those circumstantial evidence. The premeditative nature of it would be everything that he was found with and brought with him to commit this crime. And to me, one of the most shocking of all the shocking things that I just told you is the fact that it appears right now that the defendant bought this truck 5 months in advance and purposely tried to conceal it from the state as if he had a stolen vehicle with fake plates on it. It's unbelievable. There's only one reason that he would do that, keep it in his garage and switch cars. He thought that he was going to get away with this. This is one of the most unbelievable and at the same time sloppy cases I've ever seen. It's going to be very interesting to see how this case develops, what happens as it moves forward, and what additional evidence will be released to the public that we can talk about and analyze. And I will do further analysis as more evidence is provided. So subscribe to the channel if you want to be updated on this case as updates come out.